Was T just another guest in Diddy's wild inner circle? Or was he running his own secret empire of chaos behind the scenes? We've all heard whispers, exclusive parties, wild nights, celebrities in silk robes, unspoken rules, but now, those whispers are turning into full-blown confessions, and right in the middle of it, T.I, the self-proclaimed king of the South. You've heard the rumors, but what if I told you we're only scratching the surface? Because it's not just about wild parties. This story spirals into federal cases, snitching allegations, beef with 50 Cent, and a Netflix docuseries that's about to shake the industry. And if what we're hearing is true, T.I.'s name might be on the chopping block. Let's get into it. It started as street gossip, people joking about freak-off parties, celebs in silk pajamas, rooms filled with mystery and madness. But then, Clen Jeezy dropped the bomb. Not only had he been to these infamous gatherings, he claimed T was hosting them. Let that sink in. Not just attending, hosting. We're talking about T, the chart-topping rapper and actor known for his slick bars and southern drawl, allegedly organizing secret, invite-only parties that even he called to freaky. Multiple witnesses backed it up. Some said they showed up to find people walking around in robes. Others claimed they walked out within minutes because what was happening inside was way beyond anything they'd signed up for. And yet somehow T.I.'s name stayed mostly clean until now because someone else wasn't about to let him slide. You can't talk freak-offs without Diddy's name coming up. He's been in the headlines non-stop. Accusations, lawsuits, leaked videos, even whispers of organized cover-ups. But what ties Diddy and T together? According to people who were there, everything. Multiple sources said T was a frequent face at Diddy's exclusive parties back in the day. From Atlanta to Miami, insiders claim he wasn't just an occasional guest, he was part of the inner circle. One story paints the picture clearly. Guests walking into a lavish mansion, Diddy standing on a balcony in a robe, T in the room, and the vibe, freak off. That's how one eyewitness described it straight up. But T denied being into all that freaky stuff. He said he didn't like that scene. So why do so many people claim otherwise? Maybe it's all lies, or maybe he had something to hide. And if anyone was going to drag the skeletons out the closet, it's one man, 50 Cent. They say 50 Cent doesn't start fights. He finished them, and when it came to T, he didn't hold back. This beef didn't just come out of nowhere. It had layers: failed versus battles, sneak disses, and old grudges. T wanted a catalog battle with 50 badly, practically begging. But 50 curved him every time, calling his catalog outdated and overrated. Then came the real punch. In 50's track You So Tough, he dropped one line that changed everything. Got caught with 10 machine guns and only got 12 months. Fans connected the dots immediately. T had just gotten caught with a small arsenal and walked away with what looked like a slap on the wrist. So 50 was asking, how? If you want to lose street cred in seconds, there's one thing you don't do: appear in a Crime Stoppers ad. But in 2007, T did just that. Clean shirt and calm smile. He asked viewers to do your part and call the anonymous tip line. Reward included. That video resurfaced years later, and it destroyed his image in certain circles. Fans started whispering, then yelling. T snitched. 50 made sure the world didn't forget. He posted the ad. He mocked it. He dragged it back into the public eye whenever T tried to move past it. But the worst part? T had already been arrested on federal gun charges that could have landed him 20 years. Instead, he walked with community service and a soft sentence. And that's when people really started to ask. Let's break this down. T, a convicted felon, was caught buying 3 machine guns and 2 silencers from an undercover federal agent. His own bodyguard flipped and handed over the evidence. The feds had everything: recordings, video, money exchanges. Case closed. Right, wrong. T pled guilty and got 1 year of house arrest, some community service, and minimal prison time. Even people who liked T couldn't make sense of it. That's when the snitch talk hit peak volume. 50 Cent kept the pressure on with lyrics, posts, and interviews. The math wasn't mating and the streets knew it. T didn't stay silent. He clapped back hard. He denied ever giving information to police, ever being a snitch, ever cooperating with the feds. He challenged people to prove otherwise. "Show me who I told on," he said. At one point, he even posted a PSA of his own firing back at 50 directly, saying, "You think I'm a snitch? Say it to my face." He even dropped his own Instagram bomb, mocking 50's career, calling out his lack of hits and accusing him of dodging the versus battle out of fear. But the beef wasn't just online. It was about to get personal. Then came Kingvin's death, a tragedy that shook the rap world. In response, T posted a message urging people to stop the violence in Atlanta. But the timing? Terrible. Von had just been killed. People thought T was being tone deaf at best, disrespectful at worst. Kingvin's sister lashed out. So did 50.50 posted publicly, warning T to chill out and reminding him that people might kill you over what you just said. It wasn't rap beef anymore. This was real life. T went silent. For a while, there were whispers that T was up for a role in 50's hit show Power, but allegedly the beef got in the way. T denied it, of course. But let's be real, 50 has a long memory and a petty streak a mile wide. If he thought T crossed the line, the man was getting nothing from him. No roles, no features, no forgiveness. T might have thought it was over, that he'd escaped the backlash, but then came the final twist. Word hit the streets. 50 Cent was working on a Netflix docuseries called Did He Do It? The series, a deep dive into Diddy's darkest scandals. But behind the scenes, insiders say it's more than that. It's a chess move, a power play, a vendetta wrapped in a documentary. And yes, T.I.'s name on the list. If the rumors are true, 50's got receipts, witnesses, and never-before-seen footage ready to go. He's not just aiming to expose Diddy. He's going after everyone who thought they got away clean. Like everybody knows, Sean Combs is his mother's child. According to Tim Patterson, a close friend who lived with the embattled Bad Boy Records label founder in the 70s, Janice Combs was famous for throwing parties at her home in Mount Vernon, New York that were especially popular with pimps, drug dealers, and other unsavory types. It wasn't uncommon for the boys, still quite young at this time, to naively walk into rooms and find partygoers having sex. That was just Saturday night, Patterson said. The legend of those first freak-offs is among the headline-grabbing revelations in Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy, a new Peacock documentary that attempts to trace the Combs bell curve from its middle-class start to the height of cultural influence to the crash that tipped with Cassie Ventura's bombshell sexual abuse lawsuit. The film joins the tidal wave of Diddy docs that have flooded the market since Combs' federal indictment for sexual crimes last September, dropping in between a three-part series from TMZ, The Downfall, that arrived in April, and four-part Max series The Fall that's slated to release later this month. Still to arrive is the Netflix production Did He Do It that was loudly and proudly announced by the rapper mogul 50 Cent, a perennial Combs skeptic. So where does that leave us? T has denied everything: hosting parties, snitching, cooperating. All of it, but the stories keep stacking up. The freak-offs, the gun deals, the Crime Stoppers ad, the feud with 50, the missing prison time, the cancelled TV roles. And now, the docuseries that could end it all. Maybe T's innocent. Maybe he's just been misunderstood, or maybe 50's about to make sure we all see the real story. Because one thing's for sure, when 50 Cent drops Did He Do It, the industry won't be the same. So what do you think? Was T deeper in Diddy's world than he ever let on? Did he really cut a deal to dodge decades behind bars? And when that doc drops, is it game over? Let us know in the comments. We want all the smoke. And if you're loving this wild rabbit hole, don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that bell so you never miss what's coming next. Until then, stay watching, because the next scandal might just be bigger than all of them.